On this season of Seeking Sister Wife, the Davis family returned, but this season, Danielle is no longer in the picture. She decided to leave the family, and shortly after, the Davis family decided to start dating this new woman named Teresa. Well, Teresa went and did this interview. I was on Instagram and I saw the reality TV mess. They posted a clip from this interview, so shout out to them. The Davis family, their new girlfriend Teresa, decided to sit down and do a podcast with the Rush Hour podcast 1 week ago, and she shared some shocking information that I'm glad she shared. She revealed that, you know how the Davis family likes to act like the women don't sleep with each other? She said no, it's actually the complete total opposite. April, Jennifer, and her all sleep together. I guess that's something TLC decided to keep under wraps, just like her history with prostitution. She said she was locked up several times for prostitution. She did it for over 17 years, and she made good money off of it. She said that she would do it out of her town, but she would also go on tours. So she'd go from state to state, posting on Backpage and different escort sites, and she would go to one state and then come back like a week later. And at the time, she was really into doing music, and she wanted to become a rapper. So she said she put a lot of her money she made from hoeing into her music career, and she said that she ended up putting over 7 figures into her music career. She thought that she was just going to make one big hit song and then she wouldn't have to hoe no more, and that's all she would need, but she really didn't have that luck. But she did have features with several big artists like Tech9, Chris Calico. There's a few other artists she named, and I guess when she was hooking for years, you know, she would have to see all these different clients, but eventually she found this sugar daddy, and she ended up opening up about her music career. Then she said she spit a few bars for him, and she said that she looked in his eyes, and she said that his eyes lit up like he just saw money signs. And then I guess he started investing in her and giving her all sorts of money so she could spend it on her music and spend it on buying different features for songs so she could try to get more eyes on her music. And she said that for a while she just focused on this one sugar daddy, and I guess to this day the sugar daddy is still in her life even though she's with the Davis family. But I guess she's not like with him like that anymore, but she said he still invests in her, but not like on the level that he was like back in the day when he was actually getting some coochie too along with it. She said she struggled to get through the type of work she had to do. She said it was emotionally draining and damaging, so she would resort to drinking all the time, and she became a bad alcoholic for years. And she said like her son had to watch her be drunk all the time just to get through the day. And eventually I guess one of her friends like went and took her out to Starbucks and sat her down, and he's like, you need to clean up your act today, not tomorrow. You need to do it right now. I guess even though she was making all this money, she didn't have really much to show for it. She didn't have a house. She didn't have a car. So he's like, you need to go get you a car. You need to go get you a job. And the next time I see you, you better be doing better than you're doing right now. And she said that was like super motivating for her. She decided to go get a car as soon as she left Starbucks, and she decided to pray to God to take away her cravings for alcohol. And she claims the next day she no longer craved alcohol, and she quit drinking from that moment forward. And she just focused on trying to be a mother to her kids. She quit hoeing, and she just tried to focus on her music career. And she said after about 5 to 6 months of being sober from alcohol and quitting hoeing, she decided to reach out to the Davis family on social media. And I'm not gonna lie, so far she seems cool, but I'm like, okay, like, are you really wanting to be with the Davis family because you like them, or are you just trying to get some exposure, you know, from them being on the show? She knew Nick all those years, and she didn't want to date him until after he had him a few seasons on reality TV. But I don't know, maybe she also just liked the dynamic, because it really seems like they have a really great family foundation. And it seems like they're the perfect example of polygamy so far. It really seems like they don't have much drama outside of like what they dealt with Danielle. And she said that she ended up cleaning up her act. She got with the Davis family. And she said that she does comedy shows too, and I guess she does like rap battles. She has a rap battle coming up. She says she eventually wants to do like a stand-up show on Netflix or have like her own drama show on Netflix where they like follow her around and tell her life story. She was talking about releasing a book that she said she's been working on for years, but she said that she brought up her hoeing past to TLC, and I guess they did not want her to bring it up or talk about it on the show, but they did have her sign something where some of her music could possibly be featured on this show. And she said that Nick and April and Jennifer aren't really a big fan of her music career. Nick kind of just like feels like, okay, well, you've done it all these years. You put 7 figures into it and it hasn't popped off yet. Let's put that time and energy into something else. Like I said, she admitted that the women all sleep together. And she said that they started filming at the beginning of January. They ended filming in May. And she said that inside the house, things are pretty peaceful. She said Nick never lets any of the women do any of the dishes. She says she doesn't have to cook unless she wants to. She says that I guess Nick and the other women are better at it, but Nick likes to cook, do dishes. And she said that the clip that they've been showing, you know, where she is looking like the villain, they show like this clip as this teaser for this season where she's like, oh, I just want Nick all to myself. And she said that TLC actually edited that and they cut out what she actually said. She said, it's not like I just want Nick all to myself, but they cut out the part where she said it's not, and they made it to where it sounds like she's saying she wants Nick all to herself. And she was like, what the hell, TLC? She said she didn't like that, and it feels like she started things off on the wrong foot because of that clip. But that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.